We welcome you to our channel Percepta Analytica and hope that you like and enjoy our content. Coffee happens to be amongst the most widely consumed beverage. Though it is a widely consumed drink in every part of the world, we have noticed many people are not aware of the origins of coffee. And through this video, we will tell you where coffee originated from, along with its brief history, and how coffee ended up being a household and daily drink for many. Would you believe that coffee bean is in reality a seed of a red or purple colored fruit on a coffee plant which is often referred to as coffee cherry? In its immature form, coffee fruit is green in color, while when mature its outer fruit appears reddish or sometimes even yellowish. Coffee trees usually grow up to 15 feet tall and are cultivated in various regions around the globe. Coffee beans are separated from its fruit by three of the following popular methods. The first method is the wet method, which includes washing the fruit with water to strip the beans naked from its fruit, which is then left to dry for around 20 to 30 days. Coffee beans prepared using this method produces coffee which is more acidic and tastes bitter. The second method is dry or natural method, and this involves leaving the fruit outside under direct sunlight in thin layers for up to 30 days. During which the fruit undergoes fermentation. After this period, the extra ripened or fermented fruit is peeled off from the bean, and during this process the beans absorb the fruity or berry essence, producing beans which taste fruity and less acidic. This method gives the coffee bean a distinct taste which many prefer. The third method is the hybrid or pulped natural method, during which seeds undergo depulping to separate the seed from the fruity skin. After depulping, the seeds are placed in plastic tanks to remove the mucilage, after which the seeds are then laid out to dry. This is a faster process than the ones mentioned earlier, and beans are ready for roasting in usually lesser duration compared to the other two methods. Now that we have explained how coffee grows, let's talk about the origins and history of coffee. Coffee can be traced to Ethiopia, where it was first cultivated in 15th century, and it was during this period when it began to be orally consumed. It was discovered in Ethiopia by shepherds who noticed increased physical activity in their goats after they consumed coffee fruit with its beans. During the 16th century, it had initially spread to Yemen, and it was mainly consumed in Sufi monasteries as it was considered to aid better concentration during meditation. Back then, for the Sufis, drinking coffee was considered as a kind of a spiritual intoxication when they chanted the name of God. With its growing popularity in the region, it soon began to be exported from Yemen, from its then popular port, Mocha, to African region during early part of the 16th century. During the latter half of 16th century, it was introduced to Central and Eastern Europe and Italy, mainly through commercial Mediterranean trade route. By 17th century, it had reached Indian subcontinent. Coffee houses were first established in Western Europe towards the end of 17th century, mainly in Holland, England, and Germany. It was during the 18th century that coffee cultivation went large scale, and by the middle of 18th century, Brazil had become world's largest producer and exporter of coffee, and it has held that status ever since. By 1950s, large-scale coffee cultivation and production had also spread to Colombia, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia, Vietnam, and Indonesia. The top 5 coffee-producing countries as of today are as follows. Brazil produces 2.652 million tons, contributing to 30% of total world coffee production. Vietnam produces 1.65 million tons, contributing to 19% of total world coffee production. Colombia produces 0.8 million tons, contributing to 9% of total world coffee production. Indonesia produces 0.66 million tons, contributing to 7% of total world production. And at number 5, Ethiopia produces 0.3 million tons, contributing to 4% of total world coffee production. The two most economically significant variants of coffee plants produced and consumed around the globe are Arabica, which is around 60% of total world coffee production, and Robusta, which is 40% of total world coffee production. With coffee being amongst the world's most widely consumed beverages, it is undoubtedly a major cash crop and an important export for some countries. It accounts for over 50% foreign exchange earnings of some developing countries, reaching a whopping $19.9 billion in exports. Thus, it is a billion-dollar industry. Now that we know what countries produce coffee, let's discuss what countries consume the largest amount of coffee. The graph on the screen shows how many 60-kilogram bags is consumed by each country. When it comes to consumption, the United States tops the chart, followed by Germany, Japan, France, Italy, Russia, United Kingdom, Spain, Poland, followed by the rest of the Scandinavian countries. This is all what we have for you in this video on coffee, its origins and history. Do watch some of our other videos on the subject, as an interesting topic like coffee cannot be covered in a short video, and this surely is not the only video we'll be having on the subject. Our team thoroughly enjoyed making this video, and rest assured that we gulped several cups of Americano during its making. We hope after watching this video, we inspired you to have your cup of coffee as well. If you too share the same love for coffee, do let us know in the comment section what kind of coffee you like sipping. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and we will be looking forward to reading your comments in the comment section below.